Hello everybody and welcome to this new video where I'm going to be looking and playing a bit of Ark Survival Evolved. This is a game that I've got into, well, I say since it came out. I was one of the, I picked it up in early access when it first came to Steam, and I've kind of dabbled a little bit in it here and there over the last year or so since it obviously first came out, and as the developers have been updating it and patching it and updating it, fixing things and adding things and stuff like that. But it was only really over the recent Christmas period where I've really got a bug for this game. I was given a copy of it on PlayStation 4, so I was able to play it on the console, and that just really sort of got my interest in the game. And the fact that it is a sandbox game where, the player's imagination is his only holdback. I can do what I want, I can go where I want, it's up to me to make my adventure, to make my story. And I love those sort of games, I know a lot of people prefer games where there's already a quest and a storyline and missions and stuff built into it. I like these sort of games where I can just come in, spend a few minutes here and there, pottering about. Keeps me busy, keeps me out of trouble. So yes, I am playing this now. I am playing this on the PC at the moment. This isn't the PS4 version. This is on PC, and this is on my own server that I've created. So this is going to be a PvPvE server. I may open it up for other people to join at some point. I've not changed any of the server settings. I've not greatly increased the amount of XP you gain, or harvest amounts, or taming. It is quite close to the the official server settings. I just wanted to see if I could actually create a server, run one, and be able to, participate in it, and I have managed to do that. So obviously I'm just going through the game right now. This is the start, where you arrive on the island, unequipped, unprepared for what is out there. So I'm just trying to gather some basic resources to, build up my starter items. So I've got my stone pick, I need my stone hatchet next, I need a spear for protection, and then obviously need to craft some clothing, because I'm quite naked at the moment. Just gathering up as much fibre as I can. Fibre's a very important crafting material at the start of the game. It's pretty much a staple in all the starting recipes. I'm also gathering quite a lot of berries. Now, from my initial sort of surroundings, it looks like I have spawned on the west side of the island. On a tiny strip of land, separated from the main island by a small bay. I think I need to get across that water. Wow, this rock is strong. I wore out my stamina trying to chop it down. Let me gather some more fibre, and then I'll be able to make my hatchet, I think. So yeah, I'm on a narrow island at the minute, and I basically need to head directly forwards and get across to the main island. But because I don't think... I mean, I could set up a base here on this little island. There's just not going to be a tremendous amount of resources, and I don't know what kind of life forms. There's dodos over here. So that's going to give me access to meat and hide. But as far as bigger creatures and things for me to tame, I don't know if this island's going to offer me a great deal. So yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's craft some spears now then. And then let's go kill some dodos. Good. Got some hide. Got some meat. Now I'm thinking to myself, kill the dodo. Basically want to go across the water. That's what I want to do. I'm on the wrong side of the river, basically. Or bay, or lake, or whatever it is. So, it looks pretty safe. It looks quite safe. Can't see any creatures, so let's go for it. Let's try and get to the mainland, because that's where I'll find the big dinosaurs and stuff. Oh no, no, what's attacking me? You've been attacked. What is it? Oh, piranha! Killed by a piranha. Oh dear. I died. So that means I've got to start again. Lost all my items. And I'm still on the wrong side of the... I don't like these little creatures either. These steal stuff from you. He's robbed my stone. They steal your items, they pickpocket you and then run away. And I'm not fast enough at this point in time to be able to chase after them and kill them to get my stuff back. So I really need to avoid those creatures. So not a brilliant start to my adventure. I got killed by a mega piranha. Are you trying to steal from me? I don't think so. Yeah, he's dead. So again, back to gathering the raw materials then. I need fibre again because I'm going to have to obviously make my stone pick again, my stone hatchet, I'm going to have to craft my spears. I never saw that piranha. That water looked absolutely empty. It looked like a lovely, perfect place to go swimming. And then that thing come out of nowhere and killed me. So perhaps swimming across there isn't going to be my option. Be a bit careful as well, because my health is quite bad. My health is very bad. Eat all the berries. See if I can get my health back up a bit. Because unless I can get some wood, I can't craft my tools. I meant to put that weight into weight instead of leveled up my melee damage. That was a mistake. But at least I get to make a hat. I got to level up again. So I've done melee damage again. I'm not going to spend any points at this moment in time, because it's not going to be much use to me until I get off this island. So the ultimate goal, again, at this point in time for me, my immediate goal is to get off this island and then get a base settled. But I'm not going for a swim and I'm going to die again. So let's see what I can build up whilst I'm here. What I can level. Resources are quite tough. They don't fall down quite so easily. They take a lot of mining. Okay, so there's a Dilophosaurus over there. I'm going to need to kill those. I can't have little carnivores running around everywhere on my island. So get my stone hatchet back. That's going to enable me to harvest more wood from the trees. Now I'm going to go craft my spears. So again, I've got my defensive tool and my offensive tool. Oh, he's coming. Dilophosaur's coming. There's two of them. Run away. Don't pick a fight with two of them. I have no armour. I have no clothing. I have no weapons. Survival. Basic Survival 101, that. Pick your fights carefully. Gathering lots of stone, but that's not what I want. I want to harvest the plants. I want the fibre and the berries. Right, that's got 3 spears on the cook. Get some more fibre and then I need to make the rest of my outfit then. my shirt, my trousers, my boots, my gloves. I know it's only cloth, but it will give me a little bit of protection from the elements and from the creatures that try to hurt me. So yeah, what I plan to do with this, obviously I have created a server and I'm posting that on my PC, so potentially I'm going to open this up to people to come and join me, to join the world, playing it. Depends obviously how it goes, what sort of interest I get from viewers and people out there in YouTube land, whether anybody wants to participate. You know, obviously if any of my friends are out there who own the game want to join me, let me know and I'll send you the details so you can log in. Like I say, it is a PvPvE server, so you can do player versus player if you want. I'm not a big fan of PvP, but I know for a lot of people they like the competitive nature, so I have set that up on the server for people who want to kill each other, fight each other. I'm not so sure I will be doing that. We'll see. Because I'll probably get annihilated very quickly. For me, when I play this game, it's all about progressing. My own personal progress, building up, going through the tiers, starting out with, you know, the basic patch buildings and building up wood, stone, ultimately metal, you know, building up my dinosaurs, collection of dinosaurs, starting out with, you know, the smallish dinosaurs, hopefully building up to the larger beasts that roam the world. Like I say, on my PS4 save that I've been running, I've been playing that over Christmas, a local save on the PlayStation 4. I've built up a nice little area just on the south of the island. I may do some video showcasing that a little bit later on, down the road. But this is definitely the more showcaseable, because like I say, this could potentially lead and build to bigger things, because obviously there could be other players involved in this video, you know, if people do join the server. And of course it's pretty much, you know, vanilla settings, official settings, so there's no like XP boosting or anything like that. So, you know, the grind is going to be real. You know, it's not going to be, you know, instant promotion. You know, it's going to take me a while to get all the good gear in the game. You know, it's going to be a graft, a grind. And that's what I want from these sort of games, you know. For people who put, like, I've seen some videos over the Christmas period where people play the game with like 10 times XP boost and, you know, 60 times taming speed and, you know, a ridiculous increase to the harvesting amount. And you just think to yourself, why? These games are meant to be played in 5 minutes. These are the type of games that remind me of, you know, the days in that basically they're like the modern day toys. You know, I remember back to, you know, being a child, having me, you know, the box of action figures and stuff like that, and just spending hours and hours and hours, you know, laid on the front room carpet, making my own adventures and entertainment with the toys in front of me. And basically, this is, you know, these types of games are modern equivalents. You know, if you've got an imagination and, you know, you're able to make your own stories and your own adventures, then these games are very interesting for you and very appealing. For some people nowadays who never got to experience, if you like, the childhood I did, that have grown up with having everything force-fed to them, they don't tend to like these games because they're not able to, you know, they don't have the imagination needed to get into these games. You know, they need a quest forced upon them, they need missions, they need, you know, combat right out the gate, you know. Me, I like the easier kind of like. I like these games because they're just easy going. I got robbed again by one of those little critters. Gotta keep my eye out for those because they always steal whatever's in the last slot of your inventory on your hotbar. So they stole all my red berries that time. So there's a tip for anybody watching the video: don't put anything important in that last slot on your hotbar, because those creatures will steal it. And if you don't have anything in that slot, they will steal whatever's in the slot next to that. So if I haven't got any red berries in my inventory, they'd steal my blue ones at this point in time. So again, something to remember for the future. Or I hope to at least reach this point quite quickly where I can kill those creatures. So if they do steal from me, I can get my stuff back. So where am I? I am right on the western edge of the map, so there's only ocean now to my right, so I have to go inland. I've got to cross this bay at some point and get onto the main island. I mean, yeah, this place is nice to start out. I'm thinking actually now that I'm watching the footage back after I've played this area is quite flat. This could be a good place to build a base later on, a stronger base, because with it being flat, I can obviously get a lot of foundations down. The fact that you've got water access means I can obviously, if I've got a raft, I can get to the mainland. I can also sail right the way around the island. I can get to anywhere on the island via the ocean. Because obviously my original plan, or my original thought, is to get over the bay to the main island and build a base there and try and conceal it a little bit, build it not on the beach where it could be stumbled upon by anyone and anything. Try and build myself a base that's a little bit set inland, away from, you know, that's again a bit hidden. Again, with it being PvP, you don't want to get raided straight away. But this island actually is probably a good place, once I've got a base set up, to maybe build a more advanced base. Start planning for the long game, the end game. Big wide area, I can obviously sink quite a few foundations, double up those foundations to again make it a little bit less likely that I would get raided. Some triceratopses, that's going to be useful. Oh look, megalodons. big sharks. Not as big as they really were. That's the only thing that slightly disappoints me about the fact that the megalodons aren't actual size. They're more like the great whites that we know today, rather than their actual real life representation. I mean, obviously if they had like 60-foot sharks in this game, you would never ever step foot in the water. Ever. I would spend the rest of my days on this island. I'm going to save that dodo. I'm saving the dodo. Leave it alone. You do not kill the dodos. I kill the dodos. That's right. Anything's killing anything on this island, it's going to be me. You bastard! He stole my stuff again. I'm pleased he's only stealing my red berries. Well, I'm not pleased he's stealing my red berries, because I don't like losing anything that it takes me a while to harvest. Got another level. Power leveling by killing dodos. No wonder dodos went extinct. Now it stole my stimberries. I need to get off this island because these creatures are just going to rob me blind. I also need some food. I need to get a campfire created. But damn. I thought coming down here I might find a nice safe place to cross to get over to the main island. But I certainly am not going to go for a swim while there's megalodons in this area. Because if you thought I died to that piranha quite quickly, megalodons would eat me alive. I'm going to have some health. That's what I'm going to do. Take a boost to health. And I think what I'm going to do is bring this episode, this first look at this game to an end here, this first video. If you've enjoyed the video and you would like to see me playing some more of this game, or you want details on the server because you possibly want to come and join me and play in this world with me, then please leave some comments. Thumbs up, likes on the video, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more of my content.